Hi guys, welcome on the channel. In today's video we are going to see my photovoltaic. It could be for somebody a little bit extreme. Definitely it is unconventional and I am trying to optimize it as much as possible. You can see on the background this is my main roof and you see it is used as much as possible. So this one is really extreme. And it is the south orientation and it is very nice, something around, let me say 20 kilowatt peak installed, and it's working very well. But in the time when the winter comes, it is very bad. I can show you this picture, how it looks. And you see it's totally frozen, covered with the snow and ice, and the energy you can get from this photovoltaic system, it's just like zero. So I have made my concentration to get some energy even in such a weather. So this video is actually for people who are in same conditions or very similar conditions, somewhere close to the mountain, and they have a little bit snow in the winter or something like this. Definitely those people may enjoy this video. So I installed also the panels on my side of the house, and you can see this is the string 9 panels, let me say the east orientation, and this string was very good. It did so much power in the time when the main roof was covered with the snow, it was unbelievable. So I found out this is the solution I need to work on. So I did also the west string. It is the same string, 9 panels. You can put them actually on one channel because you can put them parallel due to it has no power actually, or very low power in the opposite timing, and you will get no problems whatsoever on the MPPT with high amps or whatsoever. The third string that I want to mention is this one. I built a shed for the wood, and you see there is also 9 panels. Each of them plus minus of those strings, it's somewhere between 3.94 kilowatt peak installed. And all those 3 strings, they still can be parallel, and you will be, let me say, verified. And we will just have a look on those. How does it go on the curves? What you can actually get, how much power. It will be now the summer curve, and I will show you what this optimized building actually is working. You see there is nothing now on the sides, but I am building a special fence and improvement of this shed, and this shed will be covered also with one string on the back side, which is west, and on the east side, which is east. So it will be exactly the same result like I am going to show you now on the curves. So we will check the curves. You see here we have the red one, so it is definitely the east string. Then you have the yellow one. This string is actually on the shed, so it is the south orientation, and here you have the west string. And you can see how nicely they are actually improving the curve of the south strings, the east one and the west one. If you see maybe the time, like somewhere here, maybe, I don't know, whatever, 8:45, you are actually getting 5 and 7.5, let me say for example 12.5 amps on this string. You have 3 strings and you are getting like 12 up to 16, let me say, amps, and the voltage of those strings are 300. So you are actually running already over 3 kilowatts, which is really amazing, really amazing. With 12 amps you have about 3600 watt, and you are starting early in the morning. You see, for example, when we go to whatever 11, we have 7.5, 7.5 and a half, more or less the same, about 15. When we go midday, we have about 13. Amazing. When we go maybe a little bit late, we still have, I think it is the critical point, you have, let me say, 11, 11 and a half amps. You are still getting a lot of over 3 kilowatts whole day, whole day. And that's what I'm calling the optimization, because it depends somehow how people make their photovoltaics, and usually everybody's concentrating just on the go south 30 degrees, and that's it. And you will get only something like this yellow one, and it maybe go a little bit peak the maximum when the sun is on the most highest places on the sky, and that's it. But for houses, and you want to make the coffee in the morning, definitely, and you don't want to pay the electricity from the grid, at least not in the Europe, because it is crazy. I'm actually from the Czech Republic, and really our distribution is more expensive than just the US total energy that you get on the line in your home. So definitely in the Europe it is solution very well, very nice, and you will have a lot of energy in the morning. For example, even here in 8 o'clock you have over 2 amps, you have 600 watts. You can easily make the coffee machine. You know, you can make the coffee at 8 o'clock. And if you go maybe somewhere even further in the summer, I was watching, let me say, when I go a little bit into June, and we go maybe 21. Look at this one, at 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, I have over 1 kilowatt here in the summer. And this power, it actually goes up to, I don't know, let me say 8 o'clock p.m. So all day you have over 12 hours, sometimes 13 hours. So much power in the strings, and you have it all day, and you don't need really much in the daytime. But when you are charging batteries, of course you can use it, but for the average consumption you can use it for anything in the daytime. When you are there, you know, it is so good, so good. And when you see this triangle of the east string, and you will take it up, it will make the power line like here. It will be just like it is nearly the square power line, and it is the best what you can really achieve. Okay, you need to use 3 strings instead of 1, but this one, it is really amazing. Some people, maybe you know the tracker. It is the solar plant, like it's showing like a sunflower following the sun, going everywhere where it is, and getting the maximum potential. And somebody don't want it, or you have a lot of wind and this contraction is very big and expensive, and if you imagine even for the 9 panels, it will be a big coloss, a big monstrum that will be standing on your garden or something. But this shed, it will take you, let me say, 2.5 meters, let me say. It will be 220 maybe tall, and it will be about 10 meters, 11 meters long. You can use it as a shed for the wood, for whatever you have on the garden. You can make a small garage there for something. It is much usable construction, and you don't need to spin out. Even the construction, I think, will be cheaper. And the highest advantage is you will have the energy even in the winter when you have the roof full of the snow. I go back one time for the picture, and you see when you have the snow you have no power. If we go for the shed, one string will be covered with the snow. Yes, there will be no power from it. In the curves it will just disappear. This yellow curve, it will go just away and it will be just flat. As you can see, this green line, which is actually now my bifacial string, also for comparison with the 9 panels, and we will get to it later. But in the winter you will lose this yellow one and you will get the red and blue one. So you will have all the time some kind of energy. Actually, in the winter, when you have the snow on the top, on the roof, you have also the snow on the ground. And the sun angle, it is not very high, it's not above you. It goes a little bit down on the sky and it's shining from the side. And definitely there you will have more power on those strings that are actually 90 degrees, which is the red one and the blue one. They will be in the winter more efficient. First, the temperature intolerance, because with every degree down they are more efficient, those panels, because temperature is very important in this one, and the angle of the sun and the diffusion light that is coming from the snow. So for the winter times you will actually get a lot of energy from those strings. I can maybe show you maybe someday, but I think this winter it was very bad. But if I go for some critical, let me say December 20, you see it's not coming much, but definitely there was not snow on the roof. I'm not sure we can go a little bit when the yellow one disappears, if it disappears. I actually didn't test it. But you still see like it's coming. You actually see the blue one, it is all the time nearly down. It is 0.3. And that's why, because my west side is a little bit moved, let me say 15-20 degrees to the north, and there is no sun whatsoever on this string in the winter time. But anyway, it is doing 0.3 amps every hour from, let me say, from 9 to whatever 14. So you have maybe like 5 hours, maybe 1.5. So it will make like half kilowatt anyway in the day, even when it's the sun not coming there, which is really amazing. You can see here the green one, but I think I was changing and there was another panel, but it doesn't matter. We will go a little bit more to see if we can reach some curve, but now you see they are very similar, every one of them. This one I was looking for. So it was the 3rd January, and you see you have the snow actually on the yellow one. So it will come nothing. You see also the green one is flat, because it was the old string and it was also flat. So they are doing nothing. There was maybe a little bit power to be initialized on the shed string on the roof, but you are still getting some power from these strings. And when you have a lot of them, then you will have a lot of power. You see in average you are doing like 1.5 amps by 3, so it's doing like 5 kilowatt, let me say, maybe in the day you can get from this construction of those 3 strings of 9 panels. Maybe you say like, okay, it's not much, 5 kilowatt, it's not much, but you have it when nobody else have it, you know, because everybody is making their strings on the south and on the roof with the angle 30, 45 whatsoever, and they will be covered with the snow, but you will not. You will have the energy. And if you imagine you have 2 of those strings, then you have 10 kilowatt in the day, even in the winter, even in the January 3, when it was definitely very cloudy, maybe snowing, not so much sun, and you still have it. And maybe with the 10 kilowatt per day, you still can run your household, because it was your, I don't know how much power you need for your household, but you need to think about it. Maybe you need 20. Then if you have more, okay, build more when you have place, and you will have it. For example, I need much more, but I am also building much more to cover my consumption, and definitely the winter. For the summer I am very good. I have the south roof, it is 20 kilowatt. I have another 20 kilowatt on the north side, the other side of the roof. I have the shields. Now I am building the fence that is actually 90 degrees from the bifacial. And that's where I want to go to show you now the picture, what I am building, which is this fence. It is actually following here to my house and going this direction. It will go on the shed on this side. There will be some kind of Y between, and one side will follow the west side of the shed, and in the future it will follow downhill also. I will make it longer and bigger fence. And on this Y, I will use the bifacial also from the other side, so I will turn them and I will degrade these bifacial panels to the standard panel, but I will have from the front the same nice look like you see it just here. And it will be really, I think, nice, amazing. The cables, they will be in the middle, there will be no problems, and it will be much nicer. Also, this glass is, let me say, a little bit making not so straight reflections, but for example on the bifacial, the inner side, it is making 100% reflection. It's like the mirror. It is very clean glass, there is no special glass for it. So I will follow this one here, and also for the south I will have on the roof here, it stays, and for the east it will be the other side of this fence, and it will go in front of this shed. There will be just 3 panels like the doors. I can open it and take the wood from it when I need it whatsoever. So this is not the problem, construction problem. It is very nice. I think it is looking very nice. You can see even here I have made some kind of improvements of the holder of the fence and the panels, because I am expecting a huge wind, and the height here, it is about, let me say, 2 meters 20 above the ground, and it is a lot of push. And when you imagine maybe like, I don't know, when you have very big wind, it can reach let me say the force on the one panel, let me say 100 kilo on the side. So when it reaches this power, it will be pushing just on those 3 panels 300 kilo just on the line. And imagine 300 kilos, that's high push. But you see I have used those construction. It is 3 times 30 to 30 millimeters, 3 millimeters sidewall, Eco stainless steel, and it will hold this without problems. It is also covered here in the beton, and the construction here between the pillars, it's about 1.5–2 meters on the side, So definitely it will be underground, those beton pillars. It will not move even when the wind is pushing 100 kilos on each plate, on each panel. Introduction of this string, you see 9 panels. It is very clean. And how they behave, actually on the same curve like we have seen, we can look on it just right now. I will go back, we will go to the August, September, and we will go to the 1st, maybe we go to the 30. This was actually the first day when I have plugged it, but here we will use the curve from the 1st September. It stays everything the same. I will just make it here a little bit smaller for you. And I have here also the information about what kind of strings we have and what is the orientation and the angle. So we start with the green one. It is the picture you have seen now. It is the bifacial. You have seen he is with the nice side. He's I call it the out, it's on the west, and the inner side, it's on the east. It's the direction east. So it's correlating to the red one, and the west one is correlating to the blue one. It is more or less the same angle, there is not so many differences. And everything is the same. We have the west, it is the blue one, it is the same. South, it is the yellow one. And in the morning, it is the east. East 90 degrees and south is only 4 degrees for the sun. So it's nearly flat. If you take the cover of the east and west, the curve is making a nice M curve, yes? And when you follow the bifacial, the green one, it is also doing a little bit M curve, but on the beginning, the east one, it's making much less power. For example, those panels, they are 450 watts, and you can see the maximum power is close to 5 amps. And the panel is, let me say maximum something about 14. So it is doing like 1/3 of potential of the panel with this configuration that we have it. 90 degrees, orientation east and west, and the west is the full power side. So it is very nice curve, and it makes, let me say, if you use only the bifacial for defense, I think it is very good and enough. It depends maybe for your location, because I am stronger for the east. That's why I will be also building the panels, the full side, full power side on the east side of the fence. So I will have double panels, yes, and in the middle will be cabling and such things. And I will have actually this curve also here. It will change this green from the bifacial to the full, but I am using extra 1 panel for each set. So it is more expensive, but nowadays the most expensive anyway is the construction. If I show you the picture here one more time, let me say I will follow this construction for future, because it really is good one. And you can imagine you have installed 1 panel here west and 1 panel from the outside, so 2 panels, and construction, stainless steel. Let me say it is this profile 30 to 30, 3 millimeters thickness, and the material used for it is 6 meters. It is whole stange, whole one profile 6 meters long, and you will make 1 holder that you can see here with the 3 legs, and that's it. And at least in my area where I can buy it in the Europe, I get the price of the panels and the holders, let me say 200 euros, maybe like 240 USD. So this price is, let me say, for one panel installation. I think it's a little bit high price, but it's not so dramatical. Definitely it is the material cost. Yes, you need to put inside your effort, your work, your time, but you can do it with the material cost of this price. So when you will be building these fans and the string, for example, of 9, it will cost you like, let me say, 2000 USD, and you can have it. Then you of course need an inverter and such things and so on and so on. But we are not talking about this one. We just concentrate on the configuration of the strings. And you will have very nice curve. You will have the red one plus the green one here, and you will be very happy. You will be very happy with the power that is actually offering. And imagine the construction is 220 high. If you have even in the winter 1.5 meter snow, it will end up somewhere here where is the line. And you see those new panels, they have the bottom panel and the upper panel. And it is actually two panels connected parallel. So it means when you have the shadow or snow or whatever, just below this line, it doesn't matter, you still have 50% energy available on the top side. When you have no more shadow, no more snow, when you go higher, yeah, then it's forget it. You are anyway out of the power. But when you have snow like 1 meter, it will finish somewhere here. It will make like, I don't know, something here, but you will be okay. You still have something. And when you are depending on it, on this little, even on the little something, you will have it. You will have it, and it is amazing. I am usually not having so much snow, let me say 20-30 centimeters, and there is a lot of wind, so it goes, actually here is the flat area behind it, or will be, and the snow, it will go flow actually under the panel and finish somewhere here where I don't care. And I will have even, I think, in the normal winter 100% available without cleaning, without anything. It will be producing the energy. And like I said, the snow, it's like a mirror. The diffusion light, everything is going on the side from the snow. So they produce very nice curves even in the winter. It's really a shame I don't have exactly these panels and those strings, but it will come soon. And I think maybe even in the winter I will make a review how those strings are working. I hope they are finished and everything. So we will see in the future, and I hope it will be very good. I know it will be good. And I hope we have a lot of data so I can prove it to you. And that's it. That's it. This is the solution for those who wants to build photovoltaic even in the harder conditions. It might be a little bit more expensive, of course, but you can do it. You can do it, and you can have some solar energy even on your own. And let me say, even when it is more expensive and you need an inverter and so on, it will come and it will pay off. It will pay off, let me say, not in 6 years, but maybe 8 years. It's paid off. And you will have nice shield. It will block the wind. You will have the panels. You will have the energy in the winter. And imagine like you need to make maybe 50 meters of the fence. of this direction and you have maybe 50 meters over there, you can make like, I don't know, 100 kVp. And in this condition you can connect it, doesn't matter, it's up to you, 3 panel strings, 9 panels. You can make 20 panel string when you don't care, there is nobody, and you can push it. You can make high voltage 1000 volt strings. You don't need so many cables, you just push one big inverter, 100 kV inverter, maybe with, I don't know, 6 inputs, 6 MPPTs, on each you can put, let me say, minimum 20 panels, both sides, so 40 panels on each input, on each MPPT, and there will be 2 of them. So you can use, like, I don't know, for the extreme, it will be 40 for the MPPT, then you can use without problems, maybe even more, because generally they are usually now 1100 volts, those inverters, without problems. With the coefficient for the winter you need 1.2. I think 23 panels you can go in one string, and it is 23 one string. Then you can have on the other side it is 46, and on one MPPT you can have actually 86 panels, and it will be something about 20 kilowatt peak strings. So, and then you have 6 MPPTs, so you can run, let me say, 300 meters fence like this, and you need just one inverter with 100 kilowatt that will actually cover everything from your fence. And in the winter on such an inverter you will have even in the very bad day 50 kilowatt a day, you know, because you will have installed like 300 kVp or something, I don't know, maybe 150 kVp. It will be so cool, really. And you can do it also smaller. Make just small shed like I have, use maybe bigger string, maybe 12 panels, make the roof 12 panels and sides 12 panels, 36 panels. It's very nice condition because you need just one pallet of the panels. Generally they are sold by 36 pieces in one pallet, and that's it. You will make 15 kilowatt string in 3 kilowatt, in 3 strings, 5 kilowatt each, and that's it. Very nice, very nice. And it will cover you all year. You will have some kind of energy that you really need. You can use the house or shed for the wood, for whatever you want, and that's it. That's the, what I think, very nice solution and very optimized solution of the strings. So thank you for the watching. If you enjoyed the video, yeah, you can subscribe whatsoever. There will be definitely more videos coming. I have another Czech channel. I am coming from the Czech Republic, and the Czech link will be also in the below. If you can see the progress, how I am making the fence, everything. There is daily, nearly daily videos. There is a lot of videos also about the batteries and so on and so on. And you can follow also my Czech channel. There is no problem. You can turn on the subtitles for the English or for your preferred language. You can do whatsoever, and follow me also on the Czech channel, and you will be updated very shortly. So thank you for the watching, and bye bye.